I'm Brett Solomon, and we are testing tech.
Yeah, we're loving this. Thank you to our streaming platforms. We normally go out on Spotify and
Apple.
Apple.
But
We
now we've,
actually broadcast live from Bay FM in Byron Bay, the most easterly station in the nation
but
of
the
Australia.
crazy thing is that we're about to broadcast live from Taipei,
Yes.
and the reality is that we're just learning. Like this is trialing in real
Yeah.
time, like public trialing.
Yeah, but because we're
So experienced.
full of so much information, we wanted to share with you excerpts from 1984, which we believe is an incredibly powerful book. I'm in the middle of it once again.
Page
And
222.
222, I've been reading for 222, but in here, in the world of 1984, which was so long ago now, wasn't it? This was published in
In 1940,
1949.
which is amazing. So it's actually 51 plus 20, it's 76 years old.
Yeah,
And it's spot on.
it's so spot on. There was something I read at the end here. I might just jump to the end, because we're going to Taipei. Do they read books back to front in Taipei? Do you know?
Back to front.
I'll
We
read
read
you.
them back to front.
I'll read you the last paragraph of the book because that's where we're heading.
Okay. Well, spoiler alert: if you're on page 354,
Five.
we're doing 355 now.
Well, this is where Big Brother comes from. So,
Yeah.
of course, we've had all the television reality shows about Big
Well,
Brother.
we're living a television reality show right now with like the biggest brother of the lot.
Yeah. And every house of the people who work for Big Brother has a telly screen. So they're watching you all the time. And
Is that what's happening in this?
that's what's happening
That's
in here.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. A good deal of the literature of the past was indeed already being transformed in this way. So they just change everything, basically.
Yeah.
All the facts. So they might have
Do
been
they
at
use
war
the
with
word?
one country.
They say disinformation, misinfo, deep fakes?
No, it's the
Ministry of Information.
Ministry of Truth, I
Oh,
think
the
it
Ministry
is.
of Truth.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Oh, it's a bit
war
like
is peace,
yeah.
and black is
You're
white,
my,
basically.
you're my. I mean, I'm you.
I'm you. Don't go too far.
Sorry.
Come back. We're going to bring you much more intense content once
We are. I mean,
uh,
this is just a
yeah,
joke in
this
comparison
is
to
a
how good it's
joke.
going to be.
because next week we will be in cyberspace
Live.
on our way to Taipei to RightsCon, which is a conference about human rights in the digital age.
Yeah.
It was actually started by this dude here, Brett Solomon,
Hello.
13 years ago.
I started in 2011, yeah, so pretty much 14 years ago.
And there's thousands of people from all over the world gathering to, discuss how we can actually
I think there'll be
basically
3,000
resist.
3,000 experts.
So
Yeah.
this is the revolution. So where was I? Yes, considerations of prestige made it desirable to preserve the memory of certain historical figures, while at the same time bringing their achievements into line with the philosophy of Ingsoc. Various writers such as Shakespeare, Milton, Swift, Byron, Dickens, and
I
some
don't want to
others.
freak you out, but there's you live on YouTube.
Okay,
Carry
I
on.
can cope.
That's
think
the
I
Big
can cope.
Brother.
That is Big Brother watching us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. How many people are watching? Dozens.
Dozens. But yeah, hopefully we
So,
can
you know what we should
share
do?
some deep information with you. What should we do? we would
We
do.
should, we should, we should definitely set, if we want to go live on YouTube, we should
Which
do
we're
it,
doing.
which was what we're doing. We should do it this week in cyberspace YouTube channel.
That's what I think.
That's what you
okay.
think. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. So we're going to start. This will
This
be
is
the
just
last time
you'll find us on
on
Nelly
Vision. No, it'll be this week in
It won't be
cyberspace.
both. We'll be migration alert.
Migration
We're
alert.
crossing.
We may not read from 1984 in the future, so get it while you can. So yeah, all these writers, Dickens and some others, were therefore in process of translation. When the task had been completed, their original writings, with all else that survived of the literature of the past, would be destroyed.
Oh yeah.
These translations, and we were talking about this last week in cyberspace, about
300,000 documents that have been taken off government websites in the US.
and the Presidential Library, which
I don't want to visit.
I don't want to
I'm not
visit either,
going.
but I think about $22 million from Zuckerberg was put into that fund, right?
I mean,
Well,
I'm just trying to understand. I've still
What is going on in the world? We're trying to
Still a
understand.
coat.
Hopefully, we can help you and you can be with us as we navigate this difficult terrain.
So difficult.
So, all the literature of the past was destroyed. These
Destroyed.
translations were a slow and difficult business, and it was not expected that they would be finished before the first or second decade of the 21st century.
Here we are.
Here we are. There
Are
were
we in the
also
21st century? Yeah.
there were also large quantities of merely utilitarian literature, indispensable technical manuals and the like, that had to be treated in the same way. It was chiefly in order to allow time for the preliminary work of translation that the final adoption of Newspeak had been fixed for so late a date as
It's 20
2050.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
So yes, everything is
Everything
being
written
rewritten. The
as we speak.
past, yeah, as we speak.
And, thank God This Week in Cyberspace is here, because we probably are the only podcast in the nation, on the globe, that's doing both tech,
And
YouTube,
literature.
and literature at the same time. 1984.
1984. We will see you in Taipei, but we'll see you on the YouTube channel this
Which
week.
we
in
be the first
cyberspace.
person to subscribe
Yeah, because we're going to start it now.
as we speak.
Okay,
Bye.
I'm stopping this. Bye. How do you
And
stop
how-
it? Okay, I think
Stop. Here we go. Look.
Turn it up.